Hey, everyone. This is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher. Um, I've officially started my holiday vacation, and that's why I'm still up at 1:53 Central Standard Time because I don't have to go to school tomorrow. But also, I've been checking out some different content creators tonight, and I have put the three of them in my description, and I'll also post here in the chat. The last hour, Stephen Gitano went live, and he was giving his reaction to Breaking the Culture of Silence's video, where basically she dropped receipts of Miss TP, also from the Black Lounge Entertainment channel. Um, they have been kind of like going back and forth for the last week. If you looked at my previous video where I talked about, hey, LH2K presents, where I talked about them going back and forth on Propane Oakland's channel last week. So I guess there must have been some videos made where I guess allegedly Miss T Free was making comments about Breaking, and then Breaking wanted her to address it. And so Breaking was like, I guess from what Steven said, wanted Miss T Free to be quiet and not say her name no more. And then so she dropped these receipts where basically allegedly Breaking said that Miss T Free was a cam girl. Um, so yeah, so I'm still speechless. And I was like, but the video's gone. So no one else who wasn't there can go watch the replay. We can't look at the pictures, we can't dissect the video, we can't give, uh a visual commentary of the. We just got to go on what other people have said. So um then after that, and then Breaking the Culture Size went up on Steven's panel, and for the most part Steven is like, oh, I can't believe Miss T was doing this because she's been doing, I guess, all these other things, letting people know about other people's business, um, including Dr. Nikki Proctor-Walden. And she was telling this, I guess, allegedly to Breaking. And so Breaking came out with this information by Miss T. And so it's just like, and 20 with Side Media and KD the Real made a good point when he was in Sometimes I Get Carried Away chat, that if they were, I don't know if they were nude pictures or semi-nude pictures or naked pictures, they could be considered revenge porn. Okay. Maybe that's why the video is not there. Maybe it's been privated. I don't know. Maybe we're gonna go into Patreon or membership. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if, yeah, exactly. Hey, Lindsay. Yeah, I don't know if you saw my video from last week where I talked about, like, there's this cycle in the sector of beef, docs, and repeat. And it's like, it's literally panning out that way. Old beef is new beef, This it's just different. Sometimes it's the same players, this time it's the different players. And there are some really good content creators in this sector who do, like, they do commentary, um, they do parodies. Uh, there's some who do sports. Uh, there's some um, do history or something dealing with education or psychology a little bit, and so there are people who do videos on Umar or other fraudsters, and Then people do took a relationship. So there's like other people who bring something to the sector, you know. Um and but some people are still on this beef docs repeat cycle, or old beef is new beef. So this time, um, I'm listening and I'm like, to me it's all deja vu. I experienced the same stuff in the Black church sector. Actually, I think the troublemakers are less than everyone else in this sector, or the Umar Johnson sector. Um, it's just that, you have to be careful about getting close to some people. And I think, hey, the franchise is, and I think is what it's playing out is that for me, it's, I see the beef docs repeat. I'm speaking, I'm telling people, there are people who agree with me. But then there's also other people, it's like they like the beef docs repeat. You know what I'm saying? So, um, and so I just got some things like, should I say my boys? Hey, Steven. And, um, and then what I didn't like, what Breaking said to Steven was, oh, I'm sorry it had to be that way. Like Nikki had to be like a casualty, but it's really not my fault. It's T Pre. Like, wait a minute. Like, where's accountability? Like, no one asked you to air out someone else's business. Like, no apology, no, I'm sorry. You know, and then I got thrown in. Yeah, I just did that, just like, let me see a tracker did to me. Oh, wait a minute, what? Wait a minute, hold on, what? I said, so, Lord, I don't want to get back. Y'all know, some of y'all know already. I have history with her. Um, but no, it's not like you know what? I'm gonna be quiet. Cause oh, so it was something about her kids or something. I don't know if Miss T Free said something about her kids. Steven, tell me or not if that's true. Did she say something about her kids and that's why she dropped the receipts? Because I don't understand. And so someone in the church said, oh, you should have never said anything about her kids. But guess what? I got accused about stalking her kids and calling CBS on her kids, and I didn't do it. I got lied on. Yeah, that's true too. You're right. You're right. So I'm just like, okay, all right. And I'm just like, I've heard this same thing before in the Black church sector. When she falls out with somebody, oh, they said something about my kids. Really? That's her go-to thing, at least for me. And since she got in the sector, I've been saying that, hearing that same thing. Didn't she say someone else was harassing her, or someone else said something about her kids? Like two or three other people and myself. And then now it's somebody else she don't get along with. Right? Oh, is that what Miss T Pre said? Oh. Well, she know what they at. Just don't have, well, allegedly custody of. I thought she was talking about the kid she got now, the one she got at home. Hey, Clark. Oh, T Priest said at the break-in. Okay, because other people in the chat was like, "Oh, Miss T Priest should have never said anything about her kids," and I was thinking like the kids she was raising. But you know what? Nonetheless, though, I guess you could say if we say we shouldn't be talking about Corey's kids, we shouldn't be talking about nobody else's kids either. I guess if we're gonna be fair about it. Yeah. Yeah. Allegedly. You gotta say allegedly. She ain't got no proof. No showing no receipt. Okay, so I was like, deja vu. Okay. And then I kind of felt like where people were like, oh, Miss TP is wrong, which I totally agree with that. But I feel like Breaking is wrong too. And I still feel like no apology for Nikki. No, like, oh, she's just casualty. That's it. We're not going, you know. And then I totally agree with what sometimes I get carried away said. Like her title was "I Told You So." I told you so too. 20 Waside Media, AKD Darrell, told you so too. We told y'all months ago this was gonna happen. We told y'all months ago. Beware of breaking. Don't share no stuff with her. But y'all are like, oh, I like her. Okay. All right. You liked her. Mm-hmm. Okay. And 6 months later, where is Miss T Pre now? Got her shit all out on the goddamn video. Everybody talking about it. And I'm seeing people in the chat talking, yeah, I like her. I like breaking too. Well, she brought the receipts. You know, hey, Shakim Rod, you know, she brings the proof. Well, guess what? I've seen her in the past bring receipts, find out later on that they were not all true. Or, you know, piecemeal. That's why I said y'all are like, oh, the video not up no more. That's why I was asking someone in, I think it was Beautiful and something carried away chat say, was the pictures fuzzy? Could you see it clearly? Because we also know someone else in this sector who likes to bring out receipts that we found out later on were fake too. Thank you, Clark. You got smart parts. Okay. Right. I can Stephen Gitano, I am a woman. I'm every woman. Okay. And I think, to be honest, Shakim's live was about you specifically, though. I'm just going to put it out there. But I'll put everybody's live tonight in the chat because I'm all about sharing. You know, some people going to be getting up later because they got to go to work. And they're going to be like, well, what happened when I was asleep? There you go. There you go. So plus there's enough YouTube for everybody. Like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? But I just have, and then Ray Triggs is in the he said I sent a message to another content creator. They were like, well, I like her. And I said, well, and they were like, oh, well, I understand you have history with her. And I think I said it in Shakim's chat too, but I think I ended up deleting it or whatever. And then I said, and Ray said something about, I said, oh, well, y'all need to be careful because I've been through this before with her. And I've seen like literally same things happen, but with different people. And they were like, well, we know you have issues with her, but I believe her. And I was like, well, you just need to be careful because in the past, allegedly, the receipts, you know, people have been, like myself, have been accused of, you know, say, harassing someone's kids or calling to his kids, and those things are not true, and no receipts were shown, even though they were said that there were some. And also, there were other people who have said, yeah, I called CPS on them. It wasn't me. They said they did it. And I think someone else, I remember watching a video. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's still up or not. In the Black search sector, they got mad with her and said that they did too. So, I mean, allegedly, that's what I'm saying. I can remember. Okay, what's going on in the chat? No one is off limits. It's all Secktah crap. Yeah, it is. I mean, that's why we all have our own channels. We can go there and talk, and then we go to other people's chat, and then depending on how their chat is run, what we can say or do over there. I'm free to come in what I seen just like anyone else, period. I know that. You know that. No one should be blocking you in my chat. I actually want to do a card. Okay. Yeah, it's the same playbook. Everyone is at fault except her. Every time she hopped over here going after you. Thank you. And she actually said that in Steven's chat last week. She's like, yeah, the only reason why I came over here is because of what Let Me See Your Transfer did to me and what I heard she did to the AFW. And I was like, what? But then you said, I don't be talking to people behind the scenes or personally. But then at the same time, you're like, oh yeah, I knew about this sector before I go over here because I watched Miss T Pre. Really? Which one is it? Because if you were watching Miss T Pre and over here in the sector, then you knew that I was already over here too. But you didn't come over here until you got invited by my stalker. You found an ally. Okay, all right, okay, all right, all right, okay. And then in that same live from Steven last week, she said, why do y'all think I'm the ops? Wouldn't they go to a person that everyone know? So she was probably putting on Miss T Pre. So yeah, I'm not loyal to anybody in this sector. Oh wow, really? Did y'all hear that? Everybody was talking about, oh, I like her. All right, all right, all right. You see what happened with Miss T Pre, right? You think that's not gonna happen to you? Huh? Okay. Don't become friends with her. Don't exchange phone numbers, emails, nothing. Don't talk to her behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't exchange no information, no birthday, nothing. 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 Right. And then Rachel was like, let me see your transcript. You need to uh stay out the past. When the fucking past is being repeated in my damn face. And I'm looking at people like, y'all, are y'all listening to this? Yeah, you know what? You're right. That's what I think. I don't know if the other person saw my thing. I said, hey, you have the right to talk to like whoever you like. Okay, I'm just telling you based on my previous and what happened. Please be careful, and I do mean that. Y'all just be careful out here. Yeah, but I think the thing is, some people want loyalty for themselves when it benefits them, but when loyalty doesn't benefit them, they're like, oh, this is just YouTube, you know? And you know why I wonders why? And a person like myself, that's what I've unfortunately become to do is like, I really like, making friends, meeting new people, and maybe also because, like I had depression. So it was also for me like this was my outlet. This we need new people. This was, because of COVID. This is the way I was able to get out. But unfortunately, as also an empath, I was attracting and being surrounded by narcissists. Okay. And so let's get into a little bit textbook thing. And unfortunately, with narcissists, I was an easy supply for them, right? So I was and this is what narcissists do. I'm just like y'all into some things. There are narcissists in the sector. Heck, there's narcissists on YouTube, in church, in school. Celebrities are narcissists. People on TV are narcissists. There are narcissists in your family, your coworkers, your boss. Your parents can be a narcissist. The person you're dating, your friends could be a narcissist, your associate could be a narcissist, okay? But some of y'all in here are learning the shit the hard way, like I did, and I'm trying to warn y'all, and y'all just looking at me like, oh, they just have issues, and keep on going where you're going. And I'm just like, nobody else sees this at all, okay? Some of y'all need to understand, narcissists say things that you like, and they might not actually like it. They would do what's called mirroring you. If a person says, oh, me and you, we have a lot in common. I like the same things you like. Do they really like the same things you like? And a lot of times a narcissist will do a whole lot of listening too. So sometimes you got to be careful and not tell them everything, because guess what? They can use those things later on, like you said, Clark, to gaslight you, to manipulate you, okay? And then when they are no longer your friends, you're no longer on their team, or you see what they really are, they begin a mudslinging or smear campaign. Think about that. Think about all the people that were friends or associates, who were AFWs or AFW affiliates, or who were good guys or good guy affiliates, and they no longer in the group. What did the other people who were still there, what did they do to the person who no longer wanted to be in the group? Mudsling, smear campaign. Because you're trying to get other folks to uh, ostracize them, that they were the problem, and the narcissist doesn't want to be perceived as they're the actual problem. Okay. And unfortunately, like I said, sometimes you have to learn something twice because you didn't get the lesson the first time. I didn't get that the first time. Okay, when I was in the Black church sector, and then I ran into it again in the Umar Johnson sector. Yes, they making you feel comfortable, like, oh, I could tell this person everything. Don't you tell nobody everything. Okay. And that's why a lot of times when I first meet people, and I had to remind myself to do that again online, that I need to listen. I need to pay attention. That's why I said last week when I did my video, I said sometimes I would be in the chat and I would not, I was like, okay, I would tell myself, don't go on a panel. Okay. Step back, listen, catch the replay. You need to listen to people. Plus, it's not always about me. So I'm like, okay, let me enjoy the people around me. Like, oh, these are the mods over here. Oh, this channel doesn't have mods. Oh, these people come over here. Oh, okay, these people come over here. Oh, they get along. Oh, they don't get along. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, how do I get along with people? Okay, because I do like getting along with people. I like interacting with people, but also how do I stay out of the drama? How do I not get attached to people who may or may not be a narcissist and I'm their new supply? Okay. And that's a good thing. Why I wonders why. And then I had to with myself, I had unfortunately, some people I think I did better this, I guess the third time around. Interacting with certain people offline, and then not interacting with people offline. Yeah, it does. I do. Actually like the drama. I just don't like being in the drama, but unfortunately, I be in the drama, and then yeah, and so that's why I've been talking to my therapist about it because okay, so this is what I talked to my therapist about. I like you why you want to work because you keep it real with me. Because I need to be held accountable. So because I'm in depression or I feel alone or I'm by myself, okay, so I rather like some negative attention or drama because that way someone is paying attention to me than none at all. And so now I have to work on getting staying out of drama and negative situations and work on developing positive relationships and circumstances and just and staying out of drama. You know what I'm saying? And just experiencing it. And unfortunately, sometimes when I do that, it's like I'm bored or I'm at peace. And I think I talked about that last week too. So I have to like learn, you know, I had to work on these coping skills, social skills, okay, to do better and not being in the drama. So, and also I have to recognize and be accountable for my part. Because remember, last year I was telling a lot of people once I found out, like, damn, I got caught up with a narcissist again, that I apologize to several people in the sector because I was under the spell of the narcissist because they had me believing, like, oh, these other people are against them. They're really evil. And I need to come over here and support you. And then after a while, some friends were like talking to me. They're like, you don't find what they say to be a little bit mean? You don't find their tone to be off? And I was like, no, I don't. But then once they say it, this happens for my online friends and my offline friends. Once a friend, like a real friend, like tells me that, and then the next time I hear that person, I'm like, it's like the light bulb goes off. And I'm like, damn. And I start listening and paying attention. And I was like, damn, they're right. They're right. Okay. But unfortunately, narcissists do not like rejection. Okay. They don't like boundaries. And unfortunately, to give yourself peace, you have to do things like no contact or partial no contact. You know, you got to do gray rock. Sometimes talking to them has to be yes or no, nothing with emotion. But like I said, smear campaign, gaslighting you. And then I just learned something about reactive abuse. Hey, living life to the fullest. Oh, I just summarizing what over Stephen Chitano, Shakimra, and Something Get Carried Away chat and my thoughts about stuff going on in the sector. Yeah. I enjoy watching people give opinions on content they publicly say they don't watch or know about. It's very amusing. Yeah, like, oh, I don't watch you. You don't? Then how did you get the screenshot of where I was? It's what really kills me. Like I'll be in a chat, and then I'm like, I'm enjoying myself, and then all of a sudden one person shows up, then a whole bunch of other people show up. Or like, what kills me, like people say, I don't go to a Demon Field live stream. Then now you see me the Demon Field live stream. It's funny. So I mean, y'all can watch people. Now I watch people. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you got to watch folks on the replay. You just do. Even though sometimes I do like being in the chat, I like the interaction. If you see people disrupt with your issue is immoral, then you don't need to look for more. I saw a lot of that crap early, and that's why I dealt with it better and just let and see. And I wish I was at that point like where you were, you know. Yeah, I do too. It's like, okay, I got school, I got grades, I got family, I got I'm going to therapy. I'm like, okay, this something's gotta give. Okay. So yeah, I don't need to be AFW. I don't need to be on a team right now. I need to be, let me see a transcript, teacher by day, content creator in the evening and by night, moderator sometimes, fellow chatter, or something like that. Friend, you know? Yeah, they don't like boundaries. And then, unfortunately, because you didn't establish boundaries with the narcissist early on, when you give it to them later on, they feel like, oh, you're being mean to. That's what I'm saying. You're being mean to me. Oh, you're being standoffish. Oh, and then they try to be manipulative. I do too. There's certain people that a lot of you who are in here. Yeah. Yeah. Narcissists are bullies. And that's what I'm saying. Think about your boss. Like think about a boss you've had. And you're like, oh, I just can't stand. You hate going to work because they're narcissists. Okay. Think about friends. Sometimes your parent can be a narcissist too. And then one either both can be narcissists or one is a narcissist and the other is an enabler. And then you, the child, either one, you're being pushed to be the golden child. So you have this high expectation of you, or you're the peacemaker in the family, or you're the black sheep because you see the BS for what it is and you don't want to conform. You think about it, some black sheep of the family ain't really the black sheep. There's one who see the BS for what it is. They don't want to pull up with it. Exactly. And I almost made that something like my my title, my video. I was gonna say, hey, there's some narcissists in the sector, and some of y'all are under their spell for real. And I'm just like, okay. Like I love y'all with the love of the Lord. And that's why at this point I was like, I'm just trying to like I meet new people, talking to y'all. Um I'm friendly and not necessarily making new friends, but if it happens, it happens. But I'm not gonna like be like I was before, you know. And I always call y'all my online friends, and then I have my offline friends, you know. So, um, now some of you, I think I have said like, hey, we're friendly, but we're not friends. But I like you but a lot of you, I like you as a content creator, actually. Okay, I keep hearing about that movie. I need to check that out. But yeah. Yeah, that was actually a TV show called Diagnosis Murder, and there was this one girl on one episode. She was a medical student, and so she grew up in an orphanage, and so for her, she would always try to do like all the kids a favor to like gain their trust, so that they were like owe her, or she would owe, yeah. But then it became very, very deadly. And I always think about like that lady was really a narcissist. No, 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 no. That's what I'm exactly talking about. No, the ones who are unlikable, the ones who are likable. That's what I'm saying. When I was hearing people in the chat earlier, like, "Oh, I like her," and I'm like, "Okay, you like her? Okay, all right, okay, be careful." Because I liked people too. I thought they were like, "Oh no, you did." Why it wonders why I know you did not say DC has a controlling side. I gotta look at that movie Unfriended. Yeah, and I'm also trying to act like some of the other more successful content creators. I know, always notice that um they come and do their show and they leave. I very rarely see them in other chats, but like you said, I'm a person that likes to be in the chat. I like talking to y'all. But if I want to do things differently, like I said, get out of the drama, I gotta be I gotta pull back. Now I will say this, the last month I kind of went back in. I need to start pulling myself back. So I'm gonna have to get back on my self care and do some other stuff the next 2 weeks. hmm And then some people who may be unlikable to you, but likable to someone else. You know, that's also a possibility too. hmm And that's basically what happened with me and some with other people I'm no longer friends with or fell out with. And then what also happens is you fall out of friendship with someone, and then someone that don't like them now want to be your friend, and then want to start giving you information about them, or you all of a sudden start giving other folks information about them to another person that they don't like. The enemy of my enemy becomes my friend, and like I said, beef docs repeat. But unfortunately, you can get caught in a cycle where it's like, oh, and that's why I said to Sector J and sometimes get carried away chat, narcissists will enter into partnerships or friendship with other narcissists if it benefits them. When it no longer benefits them, then the relationship is over. Prime example, Tasha K, Larry Reid. Prime example. Okay. Um, I've been finding out for a video I did a couple of days ago on these other content creators. Other people been leaving stuff in my comments that what I thought about these people was totally different from what I'm finding out about them. Um, Similar situation that's happened over here and also in the B sector. These people are friends. They fall out. Then they go on their platform. Then they go hang out with people that the other person don't like. They start sharing information. Beef docs repeat. I'm just like, oh my goodness. Exactly. It's like the what do you call it? The currency is information. Yeah. Clicks, likes, views. It's like it's the back and forth, but it's like it's not for some it is roasting, doing parodies or whatever like that. But for others it's like, okay, you drop some information, I'm gonna drop some information. Or I'm gonna put this out there so I can get a response from you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. When they can't find it, they'll say it, and then sometimes they'll not only make it up, they'll say it, and then we're like, "Oh, I got a receipt," but never drop it. What it RNT Entertainment say? No receipt is a receipt. Okay, hold on. You're gonna have me watching this movie. There are a lot of Blairs unfriended in these sectors. Just watch the movie and you'll see. Ooh, okay. Mm-hmm. The fraudulent charlatans. I was a 35-year-old white man on a lie. 35-year-old white woman alive. Okay, but I want to play something for y'all, and this really helped me. I've been um I watch a lot of narcissist videos. I don't watch all of them, but I there's different ones. And also, I haven't been like sharing a lot of my narcissist videos because I found out like, hey, when you share narcissism videos, the narcissist sees it and then they start acting the opposite because they still want to keep you as their supply. Oh, and by the way, um, some narcissists like you might be pushing back from the narcissist because you realize like, oh, this person is toxic, they're not healthy for me to be around, and it's like you do like a discard on them, but a lot of sometimes normally they discard you for a new supply if they feel like, oh, they're pulling back, let me find a new supply, a new friend to hang out with. Next week they'll say I'm on crack. Okay, it's not meant to be bragged on, but that's the truth. I'm 30 years old, I have no time for crack. Yeah, you ain't got time for the foolishness. Okay, let me see if I can find this video. And I've been watching several different videos about reactive abuse. And this time I do uh which I know probably some narcissists uh are watching. But maybe some of y'all, more of y'all, this could actually help. Let me go find it. I got me a little folder, a little playlist. And I also have for my own narcissism series too. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is this it? Okay. Okay. So this is from as a narcissist. Okay. So like I said, I follow men, women, black, white, um different that's true. And Dr. Nikki Proctor-Walden did a series on narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths. There are also slight differences though. But yeah. But most narcissists that have what is called narcissistic personality disorder, there's no cure for it, but they can go to therapy and actually do the tools to be better and have a better relationship with others. However, sometimes narcissists are very good at manipulating the therapist, so the therapist think you're the problem. Yeah, if someone can put a link to one of the mods, one of you has a blue, who's in blue, if you can go grab Nikki's link and put it in the chat. Yeah, and some kind of social is a mental disorder in which a person consistently shows no regard for right or wrong and ignores the rights and feelings of others. Hey, Muslim. Yeah, I screen recorded their narrative and sent it to my leadership. They can see the crazy stuff people would claim on here. Yeah, I have had to do that too. Save videos, screenshots. So you can show your employer. Okay, so this is for use, for use. This is Common Ego. She's one of the therapists. Now, some of the people I follow are narcissists themselves, and they're actually trying to help other people. And then there's those who are like therapists. And then there are some who have been victims of narcissistic abuse, and they're empaths like me, and so they're trying to help me. So, why are you screaming? YM wonders why. Muslim, stop. Of course, it's safe over here. You need to stop. Okay, so let me put this up here. Okay. Content creator and me. Fair use, fair use. Okay. All right. So, okay.
Ever pushed you to your breaking point?
Hold on, let me go back.
Has a narcissist ever pushed you to your breaking point?
Yes.
Of course they have. But when you reach this breaking point, why does it so often happen in front of an audience? Well, I can tell you it's by design. The narcissist triggers something called reactive abuse. And that's when you start acting like the narcissist. Part of the reason why so many people who have encountered narcissists wonder if they're a narcissist themselves. So what is reactive abuse, and does it make you a bad guy? So the answer to that, the simple and straightforward answer, is that reactive abuse is a form of self-defense. So imagine that a bully on the playground is hitting your kid, and they won't stop. They just keep going and going when no one's looking. They just keep getting those jabs in. And finally, the kid hits back. One really big, strong punch.
Thanks,
but unfortunately, by the time this happens, all the teachers are standing around and watching.
Like, share, subscribe.
It's going to be
Dr.
the kid
Nikki.
who had an audience. But that kid wasn't the one who started it. And that kid probably tried to end things peacefully many times before they were pushed to the breaking point. Now, does this make hitting right? No. We're all responsible for our own actions. But I can tell you, it does make the punch a lot more understandable. So that's what's going on with reactive abuse. This is when a narcissist or another abusive person pushes and pushes and pushes to the point where the person that they're targeting feels no choice but to fight back because they need it to stop. And when you're in that place, when you just need it to stop at all costs, you're probably not going to be acting very logically. You're going to let anger take the wheel. And you may say or do things that you wouldn't normally say or do. You may say or do things you might regret later. And this is what makes reactive abuse so powerful. Because if you're a decent person, you're going to feel bad about the way you acted. You probably will still be angry at the narcissist for triggering you in such a way. But you're also going to know that you're an adult and you should take responsibility for your own actions. So there's a sense of guilt associated with this.
Muslim style. Don't troll me right now.
because we have the audience who only has part of the story,
Mm-hmm.
and they're looking at you like you're insane or you're just angry, you're emotionally immature,
Mm-hmm.
and probably they're thinking that you're abusive, feeling bad for the person who's actually abusive. So that's
Mm-hmm.
one layer. And the other layer is that you're going to end up beating yourself up over it and ruminating over the entire situation. You might think about how you could have done things differently, or
This was me back in July.
or
Those of
you
you
might get
who remember
lost
me
in the
on the
dark spiral
18th
of
back in July
whatever
and what
you are
happened,
thinking about people saying
that
about you. So
live got
reactive
deleted.
abuse keeps going. It's the gift that keeps on giving. And it's a really powerful way for a narcissist to get to you. And the
And a
dangerous
couple
part
of
is
times
really
over
that they
here.
can do it at any time, as long as you feel some sort of emotional connection to that person or to the thing that they're triggering you about. So you may
I think it
not
was
care about
LV's
the
panel.
narcissist at all anymore. But if they know a deep wound within you, if they
Huh?
know how to trigger you, they're going to use that
Yep,
against you
they
to
are.
get you to lash out in front of a crowd. So, bottom line, reactive abuse isn't really abuse. The behaviors that you may have engaged in. So, you may have raised your voice, you may have thrown something, you may have said things, shared secrets, or done things that you wouldn't normally do or say.
Did y'all hear that part?
And these are things that you're probably not proud of. Right? But just like the kid on the playground, you're not instigating this abuse. You are reacting to it. So reactive abuse kind of sounds like you're abusing reactive. But really, I think it's more accurate to look at it as you are reacting to abuse. Reactive abuse can come in all different forms. So I know that a lot of people dealt with this.
Okay. So, like she said, um, um, look at the one, um, hold on. But let me put I've only played part of this live by her, by Common Ego. So let me put the rest of it in here for y'all. So what we actually have been looking at the last week or so is that I'm going to say allegedly, probably gaslighting between uh maybe between Breaking and Miss T Pre, you know, um and doing the same things to elicit abuse. Because remember what happened on Propane Oakland's channel? Miss T Pre was getting her voice was raising, she was getting upset, and Breaking was saying things to elicit a response. And the next thing we heard was, that wasn't me, that was Shakim. And we were like, did you just tell Nikki business? Son? And we were like, oh, she got gaslit. Like for real on that. Like I was seeing it. But to the rest of us, we're like, oh, she's wrong. Because we didn't know the stuff that was happening before then. You know, not to excuse Miss T Pre's behavior, because I still think what she did was messed up. Yeah. Muslim, are you really talking about? Did you miss anything today? Muslim, you missed a whole lot today, sir. Let me put these three in the chat so you can get it. Okay. So Breaking had a video where she unloaded a lot of receipts about Miss T Pre basically being a cam girl. So then Steven went live after it was over with. That's his chat. And then Shakim uh went live responding to Steven's live, right? And then sometimes I get carried away, went live, and then now I'm live. And Breaking deleted or privated her live. So unless someone who saw it screen recorded it, we just gotta go on was what people who were there saw. Yeah. So yeah. Be missing it. But but in my case, because of no contact, I actually don't watch her. Yeah. And I had to, and also I'm gonna say about no contact too. No contact with the narcissist means you are not talking to them, you are not interacting with them, you are not emailing, seeing them, nothing. Okay, but that also means you gotta do one step further. And I had to do this too after listening to one of the narcissist videos. That also means you don't go to their page to see what they're saying about you. You don't go to their community wall and read what they have about you. Okay. That's also why a lot of times in the chat, y'all will see me say something and then I'll see somebody in the chat and they'll mention their name, but I can't see them because I intentionally block them because that's me doing my no contact. Also, that's doing the no contact so they don't see what I'm posting and then use that as a smear campaign against me. So it's kind of, gotta do all this extra stuff for you know. So here's the reactive abuse, and then this is Steven's live. He actually witnessed it, so he actually has more firsthand experience. And then plus Breaking goes up there, and then also Shakim goes up there, and then Shakim gave his reaction to his conversation that got cut short with Steven, and then something could get away. She had a very good live. I told you so. Okay, and then here we are with me. Hey, Mrs. Murph, how you doing? I'm on Christmas vacation. That's why I'm still up. Plus, I went to bed early, and then you know how you go to bed early, and then you wake up and you just wide the fucking wait. Who's going live next? What time is it? A person consistently shows no regard for right or wrong, nor is the rights and feelings of others, fits very well with how these people act. These are social media. Yeah. And then also this is too what Common Ego said in her video. She said sometimes the narcissists will try to make it seem like you're the one who's a narcissist after they basically do reactive abuse. But she said something very interesting. She said if after you kind of like go off because after they reactively abused you, and if you feel guilty about how you reacted, you're not a narcissist, because narcissists don't feel sorry for their actions and they're not accountable. Because I know sometimes after I like when a narcissist really push my buttons and I just like go off, I do feel guilty. Even though it might not always appear that way, I do feel guilty because I always think in my head like, okay, what could I have said or done to better respond to that? What could I have done differently? And then sometimes I go back and forth in my head, oh, I should go apologize. No, I shouldn't go apologize. So yeah. So oh, and also don't forget like, share, subscribe to Dr. Nikki's channel. And let me see. Let's see. Is it a playlist? Yeah, she got the playlist. Okay. Okay. So I think this one was a really good one to start with. LH2K presents. This one is it a dysfunction or a disorder? And that's when she starts going, her and Josephine start going over um the sociopath, the psychopath, the narcissist. Okay, here is what it is dysfunction or disorder. Okay. Okay. So there you go. That's I will start off with that one. LSUK presents. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, YM Wonders Why. Y'all need to go check out YM Wonders Why. Because she has really good her and LHK have really good editing skills. And I like LHK Presents. He's been doing the DMX series. And then LHK Presents have been I've been getting reviewed about the stuff that's going on over there on No Jumper. So y'all definitely go over there and check it out. Check out Defrauding Charlatan. Defrauding Charlatan. Are we gonna be getting the story soon? It's been a while. Just saying, I know you've been busy. Okay. Thank you, HK Presents, Clark, Muslim for stopping through, Mrs. Murph. Okay, YM Wonders Why, Lindsay. I think I saw Shakim, Raw Exclusives. Did I say 2020 was side media here? Maybe I did. Oh, also saw Living Life to the Fullest. And to anyone who is in the bushes or who is going to watch the replay. Okay. I got 10 stores fully fit. Oh, I'm ready to read. I'm ready to listen. Oh, your sound editor is the hold up. Gotcha. I got. Okay. Yep. Working on those. Oh, as we speak. Okay. Great. Great. And also, I've been noticing YM. I've been noticing you also been doing good with the thumbnails and the tags because that helps people. YouTube pushes those videos out more, and also the minutes that you have between the one and the usually between the 1 and 3 minutes or 1 and 5 minutes. YouTube pushes those out further than they do the ones that are longer. It's like it's shorts, then it's like 1 to 3 minutes, then 3 to 5, and then the 10 to 12, and then the lives. That's what gets pushed out by YouTube. So, oh, okay, all right, okay, that's okay. See, look at all this good content creators in the chat are here giving y'all this content that's not just beefing and doxing and repeating, but okay, y'all definitely check out the links that I put in the chat and these like, share, subscribe to these good content creators in here. Please share this live. So if you have a community wall, please share this. We got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Wait, is Twitter letting you post links again? I don't know. That Elon Musk. He I hope they get a new y'all pray for Twitter. Tumblr. Hey, I did it with him, man. Where you been? Where you been, man? Well, you know what? They actually do have thumbnails. this is the thing. Like my video, um, like this video actually has a thumbnail, but as soon as like you like start viewing it, the thumbnail goes away and YouTube starts playing it. Because YouTube wants you to start watching. That's the thing. Yeah. So you'll see, and then some content creators, like when you upload a video, it'll say either you can put a specially designed thumbnail, or it'll say like take a picture of your face to make that the thumbnail. So it may for some it may not even look like you have a thumbnail because it looks just like you. So oh, I didn't even just turning my phone. I was setting my alarm and it started dinging with YouTube notification. And see, that happens also. Um, I was reading somewhere that with your YouTube notifications, so your subscribers, right? Like when you go live, they're sending notifications only to like some of your subscribers, not all of them at the same time. So sometimes that's why people are like, oh, I didn't get my notifications. Well, sometimes you have to unsubscribe, resubscribe, hit the button, and hit personal. And then the more times you watch a content creator is the more time you will actually get their notifications in a lot more timely fashion. I found that out too. Yeah. See, I'm adding them or in better. Yeah, I try to like if I'm in a car, I may just like make my face whatever the thumbnail, or I might go back later and change it. But for the most part, thumbnails, tags, um, trending topics, sector videos, and I think Maxie calls them evergreen videos are really good for your channel. Yeah, sometimes you'll see the video after it's over with. Cause I know I'm subscribed to a lot of y'all in the sector, and I'll be looking at your video, and I'm like, how come I didn't get like when Eyes goes live? I'm like, how come I didn't get no notification for Eyes? And I'm like, I know I'm subscribed to her. You know, so or I'll get a notification for propane, and I'm like, I know I'm subscribed to him. Why did I didn't get the notification? Now I do know this though. This is what I'm gonna tell y'all this before we leave. I do notice this. Let's say we all like right now. I have a live that's scheduled for today at 8 p.m. No, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay. If you all go over there and click get notification, when I go live, you will actually get that notification, guaranteed, when my video starts. Because every time I do that for, like, let's say any of you, you're like, you scheduled a live like ahead, and I go over there and I click get notification. As soon as you go live, I'm going to get it. It's not going to be later. It's not going to be minutes later. It's not going to be when you're done. I'm going to get it as soon as you go live. That's true. Like on my channel, I have shorts. I have uploads. The uploads are called videos, and then the lives are just that. It's a YouTube update. Yeah, and I have a community tab. Yeah. Then there's the about tab, and then you have members. Hey, JD Emperor, how you doing? But I'm just letting y'all know. You hit the notification. You're gonna get the. You're gonna get the like if they schedule the live, you're gonna get the notification. You click the button. Matter of fact, while I'm on here, before I go, let me get this for you. All right. Okay. I will be with I Am Human first in a respective angle. We will be going over the Larry Reed, Bishop Whitehead versus Larry Reed and King Jive documents. And also, we're going to be going on Larry Reed versus Levontre Andrews, the accuser that he was suing. So this is LMSYT. Also, I'm thinking about doing another channel. This is an idea I have. It's going to be devoted to things that I'm going to try, you know? And it's also part of my self-care. So, like right now, I'm trying this new hair care products called Millie, Mielle. So, like, I'll show you. Hopefully, I do. I gotta set up everything, but I'll go show you the product, and I'll show you my hair, and then like I'll tell you what it's about, and then like maybe next time I'll like, oh, I'm gonna go try sushi or something. I'm just gonna say sushi, right? Okay. And then hopefully I'll get some more things that I'll do. Like one of the things I want to do is I want to go to do the Smash Room, right? And then so it'll be like new things for me to try, you know. Let me see a transcript tries ASMR, you know. Let me see a transcript does a makeup video like them other ladies do. Okay. Let me see a transcript does her nails, tries doing her nails, something like that. Let me see a transcript does spoken word, right? So, what is the Friday Shopping? Muslim said drop the link for IW and DC. Is there a tab that says thank you? Oh, the thank you is with the heart. That's if you want to give a super chat and the video is over. They start allowing that. And then some have a donate button. Let's say if the content creator has a charity or a nonprofit, you can donate to their charity. I want to say Trey Melvin had that. Or was that Inform Media who had that? Somebody had that on there. But yeah, the thank you is the newest button. Oh, thank you for putting Identity Withheld because I said, you know, he's a content creator too. I would like to see him go live. It's been a while. Identity Withheld. Yes, it's been a while. So here's my link to the next video. Please hit the link and hit get notification. All right. And also here is Identity Withheld. Okay. Please like, share, subscribe. All right. And don't forget we had Dr. Nikki's channel. Is it dysfunction or disorder? All right. We had Stephen, okay, Shakim Ra, and something to get carried away because they were giving commentary about Breaking the Cultural Silence's video that they said is either deleted or privated. So it's not there. So yeah. So those who came in late, Breaking the Culture of Silence and T-Pre, no longer friends. They've been kind of like going back and forth for a week, and Breaking dropped some information today about an hour and a half ago that Miss T-Pre is a cam girl. So yeah. Yeah. And we missed it. Right. Okay, y'all. Well, I want y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Feliz Navidad, Happy Kwanzaa, and Happy New Year. Okay. And then we have, yeah, according, or Steven, you might have catch the replay because you might go to Steven's video first because yeah. Because I had to ask the question because because he came in, he's like, oh, did y'all see that epic live? And I had to ask what it was about because everybody else was already there. And I was like, can you catch me at the speed? And he was like, oh, she dropped receipts that Miss T Free was a cam girl. I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I didn't screen record it because it was fucked up. Yeah, well, sometimes, you know what? The fraud and charlatans, I understand. I understand. I didn't do it. Hell, you ever heard of what a cam girl is? Okay, think about what they do on OnlyFans. Some women or some men. So you have a membership to someone's OnlyFans. The fan comes on, and for a certain price, you're gonna do something there. Yeah. Hey, Oh Son, Give Me Two. Y'all subscribe to Oh Son, Give Me Two. She's a really great channel as well. Yeah, it's similar. Before there was OnlyFans, that was, yeah. But I read some cam people, it's girls, women, men, they may not use OnlyFans. They may have like their own website, or they might be on another platform, like a porn website. Just saying. I don't know. I didn't watch it, so I'm just telling you. And then my thing is this: I know I'm breaking to like not give like the receipts. Some receipts just be like put together, not being totally true. So I didn't see it. So I'm just going off what y'all said. It was reported to me that she's a cam girl, but I don't know. Oh, you got a backup channel? What's the backup channel? Yeah. It was reported to me, okay? It was reported to me. That's why I put the other three people who saw it, I put their stuff in the description. And that's also I'm talking about narcissists today. There are narcissists in the sector, and some of y'all are gonna learn the hard way. They're like, oh, I like them. Oh, they dropped the receipt. Oh, it must be true. Really? Okay, now, all right. Mm-hmm. What was that thing that YN wonders why I put? Where is she? She's wise. Yeah. Where is it? I'm gonna put it up here. You gotta be careful who you be talking to offline on here, because you stop being friends with them, then they're gonna start a smear campaign. That's exactly what we're seeing. This is what YM said. Let me see, you're hearing me though. I'm not only talking about the people who are easily seen as unlikable. Some people who seem cool are narcs too. And those are the ones to watch. They seem nice. Does God exist? Okay. Oh, that's be an interesting discussion. There's actually a group in the black church sector. They're not the gossipers, but they actually do discussions. And I think want to say one of their discussions was about um God existing. I gotta find the link and send it to y'all. But these are people who actually like read the Bible. These are not like people like Larry Reed or King Job. These are people who actually like read the Bible and they live right, as far as I know. Yeah. So, well, thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll probably be somewhere in y'all's chat sometime today. When I wake up, I'm on Christmas vacation for next 2 weeks. So, just tell you, I'm just warning y'all. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. Some of y'all know the Secktah are gonna learn the hard way. Please don't be like me, had to learn it like 2 or 3 times. Okay? Some of y'all liking narcissists, and be careful out here. Be careful who you're talking to offline, what you're sharing with them, because like I said, narcissists mirror you. Narcissists listen to you to get information to be manipulative. Okay? And then when you're no longer working with the narcissist anymore, they like to do smear campaigns and get other people to turn against you. Okay. They also will keep gaslighting and manipulating you, and it'll turn into reactive abuse. People think you're the crazy one, but you're really not crazy, just that they kept doing things over a series of time to come at you. Boy, what are you doing? Okay, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.